Grizzlies win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. George for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent but needed that defensive anchor.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, 2 shots.
Hits both from the stripe. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. George with a steal. Leonard against McDaniels. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the court. When you think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career, it had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Now here's Russell. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Wall, the pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
That BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Now here's George. Out to the wing. Zubac passes to Morris. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. And Kawhi Leonard gets the 3. Leonard's got 8.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Now here's Russell. Can they get it? And the layup is good.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The kick out to Morris. Leonard on the wing. Unloads. Morris passes to Leonard and stolen by Gobert. Russell from outside. The open shot by Edwards. And it comes off the front of the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Wall finds George.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And he drops it in from the low post.
You got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
And it's Russell on the drive. There's the block. Leonard for 3. That shot off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And that is showing up again later. Wow.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. The kick out to Morris. Here's George. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. George has gotten his second bucket.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Back to Morris. Three-pointer. Hits a three-pointer.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Outside Russell. He got a piece of it. George outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, height and length at that position for Paul George, that's problematic for a defender, and he used his size to draw the foul that time.
And he sinks the second. Now Edwards. The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
George for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Los Angeles ending the... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
They have also been superb at blocking shots. Just the timing has been impeccable, setting the tone on the defensive end and making those guys think about what they're doing with the ball.
So for Minnesota right now, the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Towns. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Now here's Morris. Shot clock at 5. Drains the triple. George has got 8.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Edwards slams it in.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
And absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Wall. Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Leonard double team. Ball for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Russell, that's good.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Leonard. Pass to Wall. Uses the glass on the layup. 5 points in the game.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
And there's the lob, and Edwards slams it in.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Leonard outside. There's the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels to the inside. Ooh, Morris with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Zubac passes to Leonard.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
That's great touch from the swing man, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area and he can get there anytime he wants.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Leonard pulls down the board.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And he drives in. And the dunk by Leonard.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
Ball against Russell. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Russell up top. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Russell's got 6.
Well, Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
Here's George. The shot, no good. Good D by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Noel. Tipped away. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Anderson can't get it to go. Kennard outside. And here's Covington. Anderson covers. To the paint. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Kennard making a good read that time, and he's an underrated playmaker.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And so it's Los Angeles. Okay, Ali, appreciate it.
Your Clippers, 30. The Timberwolves, 17.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Kennard. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Prince. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that on that play.
And here's Jackson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Oh, excellent work in transition. Pushing the ball up the floor like that helps you find easier shots.
Jackson, the pass to Powell. Driving inside. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Norman Powell is big and strong and stocky, so he gets in that gap. He's like a bowling ball. He can take a hit.
Back to Noel. Fires the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the drive. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince down low. Powell covers. Anderson against Batum. Pass to Noel. The 3 is up. Down low. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
LA basketball.
Now here's Jackson. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Back to Powell. Pass to Covington. The shot no good. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Prince down low, working on Powell. Reed a screen on Batum. Oh, there's the alley. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Kennard outside. Pass to Batum. Into the lane. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Some power and some good momentum on that play from Batum. Just ready to get through the defense one way or another.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And that one misses. Jackson, right side. Covington finds Jackson. Now Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. Anderson passes to Reed. Loses his grip. Planks the lob. The Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Kennard. Jackson with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Deflected.
Such a good defender, Taurean Prince. Physical, good lateral movement, and has the tools there to snuff out a shot.
Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Powell. Uncovered. That one rolls around and rims out.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Prince. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's McDaniels, right wing. Now Towns. Back to Daniels for 3. Paul George pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Morris, a screen on Edwards. No one covering. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space. Does not hesitate there.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Then it's out of bounds to Minnesota. So it's Minnesota now. It's a 14-point game. Left side, Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, he's a gifted passer. This is one of his natural abilities, and the instincts just showing off from Russell there.
Now here's Wall. Leonard outside. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Kawhi Leonard's game is just so special. He's so talented at getting to his spots, doing it with patience and poise, and capitalizing.
Wall against Russell. McDaniels passes to Towns. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard left side. Sinks the tray. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defender leaning just a little. Kawhi recognizes it, pulls up for the easy one.
Russell to pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Wall. Leonard outside. Fires the 3. Towns with a rebound.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
That one's good for 2.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And here's George. From deep 3-point range. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pass to Towns. Launches it. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Now here's George. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. Here's Towns. Here's McDaniels. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Outside Wall. It's George on the wing. The 3 ball. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. The 3 is up. George with another miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
That is what I'm talking about.
Wow. Yeah, just a solid passer. Towns relishes his role as leader of this team, wanting to set up his teammates.
George outside. From behind the arc. The shot misses. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
It's time for the NBA. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Now Towns. After Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Count that one.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Paul passes to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Russell. Right wing. Ayton against Gobert. Crowder pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they haven't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. In the corner, it's Bridges. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Russell passes to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Johnson dishes to Booker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Booker's got 5. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Ayton a screen on Edwards. Booker finds Ayton. Gobert with the block. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And Minnesota has possession. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Blocking foul called on Cameron Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Edwards. 6 on the shot clock.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
Edwards can't hit. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms? That 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Russell passes to Towns. Out to Russell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Ayton. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-and-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now here's Edwards. No good with the layup. And here's Booker from the arc. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Booker, good.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Russell looking around. Towns in the corner. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Towns has got 8. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. Again, the miss by Booker. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Suns.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Physical play from Bridges under the hoop, making sure to win that foul call.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Edwards passes to Towns. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Climbing in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Here's Towns, and then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And you see Big Cat that has the size and coordination. Hard to bump him out of his rhythm.
Paul kicks to Booker. Ball against Russell. Booker, right side. A dish now to Ayton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group. Man, this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. He gets it in there. Russell's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
A nice shot by Booker.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Towns. He's got 14. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 16.
And the way Towns makes scoring look effortless, it's what makes him one of the game's best players.
Booker finds Paul. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Timberwolves leading by 5. Down low and taken away by Johnson. Russell against Booker. And no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Booker outside. Again, the miss by Booker.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night. And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
.130 left in the first half of basketball. Paul kicks to Booker. Launches a 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Now, here is Russell to the inside. Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the drive, and finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here is Russell. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Suns here with a different look. Sharch is checked in for 8. Lee comes in for Mikal Bridges. Landry Shamit's checked in for Devin Booker. And Washington subbed in for Paul.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
The assist, Jaden McDaniel.
Washington against Russell. Here's Washington. The tray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Suns, 25. The Timberwolves, 36.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Sharch and Johnson are on the block. Washington out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Lee in at the small forward position. And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's McLaughlin. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Good on the bucket. McLaughlin's got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Timberwolves. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Here's McLaughlin. After the basket by Dario Sharch. And McLaughlin gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Minnesota leading by 13. Noel passes to Reed. It's hauled in by the Suns. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Washington over to the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. He can't hit that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. To the paint. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Now, here's Washington. He's guarded closely. Pass to Shamet. And a missed layup.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Now here's Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And here's Russell after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Towns dishes to Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Minnesota shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. Now here's Edwards. 8 points for him. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Suns trail by 15. Booker with a deep three. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Johnson, the pass to Paul. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Now, here is Russell. And there's the feed to Towns. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Phoenix, no good that time either. Timberwolves leading by 17. Oh, the lob to Gobert.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the Suns miss again.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves taking a 19 point.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly. And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Booker against Edwards. And he converts the layup.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Towns against Johnson. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his third foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Suns have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. They recover it.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Free throw good, Russell. Timberwolves shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Shot from the wing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Edwards a screen on Paul. Russell dishes to Edwards. Off on the layup. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Johnson wide open. He fires. He drains the quick shot. Johnson's got his first basket. Minnesota leading by 22. Outside, Russell fires from 18. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Up top, Russell, defended by Paul. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Russell against Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Booker's got 28 points for the game.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
Outside, Russell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Paul outside. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. And it's Russell with the rebound.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion. And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Timberwolves.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, he was at the center of everything that happened in this game. His energy was felt throughout the building, and his impact, well, it was incredible.
Now Edwards. Towns up top. From deep. Here's the three. Edwards can't hit. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 19. Booker, good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Outside, Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, from
bounces. Smitty, how do you expect this game to play out?
It's going to be high scoring, BA, but you love to see one of these teams step up and get key stops. But more than likely, it's going to come down to who has the ball last.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Brooks. No good, a bit long that time. And here's Minnesota now. Here's McDaniels.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. And it's Bane with the rebound. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Left side, Bane. Outside for Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers and setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Morant, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 6. Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Russell against Morant. And here's Bane. Over to the left wing. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Throws it up high. Outside for Russell. 1:52 left in the first. Pass to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Russell from deep three-point land. No good on the quick 3. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Morant against Russell. And here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
The quickness of John Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Now Russell. Inside, Towns. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Outside Russell, and he's going for the oop here. And Edwards slams it in.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Outside Morant. And Gobert with a block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Here's McDaniels. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Towns finds Edwards. Towns. Great positioning on the putback.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis leading. Morant with it. He's got 12. Pass to Adams. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. Hey, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
McDaniels passes to Towns. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Here's Edwards. Outside for Russell. He shoots it. Misses off the left iron. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Towns. And they go to the intentional foul.
Stephen Adams. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Edwards.
I love how aggressive Bane is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Here's Morant. That one no good. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves trail. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Gobert passes to Towns. Clock at 6. Nice move. And Gobert with the stuff.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Outside Morant. Driving to the basket.
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
The first free throw is good. And Morant drops them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
For Minnesota, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Pass to Towns. Shoots over Jackson. Outside for Russell. Driving inside. Soft touch off the glass.
There's some tough points from Russell. That'll fire up this bench.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
6 to shoot. Morant into the lane, and he gets it to go. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Gobert with a screen on Morant. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Towns. Lets it fly from 18. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Towns has got 8.
And that's what you call the modern big. Towns pairs his inside game with a smooth outside shot.
Here's Morant. Here he goes. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Second team foul. At the line for the
free throw drops for Morant.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. 41 seconds left to play in the half. Bane against Edwards. Over Bane. And another basket for Minnesota.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Russell. Oh, there's the alley. And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Russell from outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Goes back up. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Anderson's got his first 2 points.
the 7'2" wingspan. Kyle Anderson relies on that, and his anticipation skills leads to second chance points.
Outside Jones. And the three-pointer goes. Jones has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Pass to Conchar. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he lobs it up. And they get it back. Outside, Williams. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Noel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Reed, good.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Timberwolves foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Conchar. Outside for Green. Oh, they pick off the pass.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Prince. Reed with it. Just 5 to shoot. And a foul. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
No doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Anderson passes to Reed. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Memphis calls timeout. And some changes here for the Grizzlies.
Substitution on the court.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Noel. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. He shoots again. Reed can't hit. For Memphis, they've got 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
The 3. That shot, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
And the the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Left side, Russell. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and rolls. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Right side, Russell to the paint. From outside the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Russell's got 7.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Outside Morant. 19 seconds left in the third. No good on the shot. And stolen by Morant. Pass to Jackson. And here's Morant. Outside Bain. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Timberwolves trail. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, small forward. Hits the trifecta.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Towns on a screen. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen by Russell. Inside, Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Memphis calls timeout. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Russell to pass to Edwards. Hammers the lob through.
That's a perfect pass by Russell. He really understands where to get his man the ball.
Outside Morant. Into the lane. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. And then Morant with the dunk.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Now Russell from deep. Adams grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Up top, Morant, defended by Gobert. Russell against Morant. He takes it in. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans, going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He has taken it upon himself to score the ball as much as possible for his team. He's not looking to pass it right now.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Morant with it. Brooks outside. Kicks it out to Jackson. And the Grizzlies call time here. They're on top by 6. 1:14 left in the final quarter. .114 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Bain. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A minute 4 left in the fourth quarter here. Edwards against Bain. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Nice move. Yeah!
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back and getting them the shot they need.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Bain. Outside Morant. Over Edwards. And that one's good. Morant.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
And so it's Memphis winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or...
for tuning in this Wednesday. Duke, well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot. And he makes that one.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now, here is George. And Wall kicks to George. 5 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
Outside Russell. Towns a screen on Wall. Russell passes to Towns. Lays it up off the glass.
Towns has a rare combination of size and skills, and you know, when he gets to rock in the painted area, good luck trying to stop him. He's dangerous down there.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. Wall wide open. Misses the three. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Russell finds Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
George against Edwards. Zubac with the screen for George. Outside Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And too long on the shot.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism there, getting off the floor to throw it down.
Leonard with the screen on Edwards. George, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Timberwolves leading by 5. Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Fires the 3. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Russell does a good job taking whatever the defense avails. He doesn't need to look for other options if he's got a good look.
Wall dishes to George.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the first quarter. And it's George finishing it off.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Now, here is Russell. Right side, Edwards. Now, here is George. Morris outside. George up top. He's guarded by Russell. George passes to Leonard. He's off on that one. Towns with the defensive effort. Leaps for it. Over in the corner, Edwards. Dishes it to Towns. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Clippers trail by 6. George with the ball. 5 points in the game. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
George, no stranger to dealing with contact and still finishing the shot. Outside, Russell.
Gobert trying to get open and finished off by Gobert.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Outside Edwards. Towns down low. Morris is there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. It's stolen by Gobert, and still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. And the dunk by Towns.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Russell against Wall. A shot by George, wide open. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Russell. Lobbed up there for Edwards. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Explosive play in the air by Edwards, and perfectly timed, too, for the alley-oop slam.
Outside for George. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. George has got the lead up to 1 now for the Clippers. Outside Russell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Edwards with the stop.
I can't emphasize enough what reading is all about. That's seeing the game in front of you, another way to put it. Russell making a great choice for the assist there.
Now here's Wall. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Leonard. There's the pass to Morris. Clock at 6. Morris with the screen for Leonard. And the rejection by Towns.
Using all of his height to smother the shot completely. Emphatic block that time by Karl Anthony Towns.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
And Russell gets it to go.
Well, I tell you, Russell looking very comfortable taking on aggressive defense and getting the job done. That's good focus on his part.
Now, here is George. He's got 13. And it's Wall in the corner. Outside, George. He can't get that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Morris. Leonard looking around. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. They get a hand on it. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Outside Russell. Towns a screen on Wall. Russell dishes to Towns. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside, George. Here he goes. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
And I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
Both good from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Russell. And it's Edwards, top of the key. And it's sent back by George.
George clearly one of the best two-way players in the game. He never takes a play off defensively.
Outside, Leonard. In the corner, George with it. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George can get it done from anywhere on the court now. When he starts percolating, this guy can cook with gas.
Russell passes to Towns. Rebound by the Clippers.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make it.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
25, the Clippers, 29.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Howell up and in on the layup. Howell's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Clippers. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Covington with the bucket.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Anderson outside. And the basket is good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Powell. Back to Jackson. With the drive. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Powell against Prince. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by Powell.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Throws it up high, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Back to Kennard. Reed with the block. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's McLaughlin.
2 minutes.
It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Powell. Prince against Powell. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Prince. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Powell. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That's foul number 2 for him.
17 foul.
1:30 left in the third quarter. Here's Powell. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Clippers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. The free throw drops for Powell.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. Here's McLaughlin. 1:19 left in the third. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The Clippers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. That free throw good from Kennard. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. .107 left to play in the third. He kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. He takes it in, and the dunk by Powell.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Russell passes to Towns. Got a piece of it.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
The shot and game clock is separated by 4.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so... And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point.
Well-coordinated play there. I mean, Towns rolls off at the right time. So important, the timing of that roll, and shows good finishing ability on the move.
Edwards against George.
Yeah, how about the body control on that? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Paul George. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
McDaniels with the ball. Leonard's there. Releases from 15. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George looking over the floor. And it's George finishing it off.
Slam dunk city, Paul George. The big time throwdown there.
Outside, Russell. Feeds it to Towns. Over Morris. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Karl Anthony Towns.
Just a beautiful read by the former Buckeye Russell. So gifted at making those decisions.
George against Edwards. The shot by George, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Towns down low, defended by George. Russell with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 9. Now George. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and arc on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Leonard finds Morris. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. He had a nice open look right there. And the Clippers lead by 15. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of skill.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. George way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Towns down low. He's against Morris. And they recover it. McDaniels kicks to Russell. There's the dish to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards with the stuff.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Now, here's George. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. George has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Los Angeles.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Clippers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And there's the drive. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. George with the ball. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Morris passes to Wall. 3 on the clock. From deep. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. That one doesn't go. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Thanks, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5.
Say this guy already a double-double threat nightly, and DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Towns. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint. Good night.
Outside Paul. Down low. Here's Ayton. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Paul passes to Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Towns against Johnson. Towns down low. Offensive rebound. Timberwolves. Out to the right wing. Second chance shot. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
And so Towns nails them both. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Booker. From deep, Johnson. Russell with the rebound. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. From deep, Johnson nails it from 3. Johnson's got 6 points.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Edwards a screen on Paul to the middle. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards showing you, yes, I am a vertical threat at the rim.
Outside Booker. Johnson a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Johnson. The kick out to Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. He can't hit that time. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Edwards. And he converts the layup.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside Johnson. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Give him 8 points now.
I mean, this is one of the best point guards the NBA has ever seen. Chris Paul doing work with the pass.
Russell the pass to Towns. And that one drops. Towns has got his second basket of the game. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Outside Booker. Going inside. And Booker with the jam.
I'll tell you, you let that guy get ahead of steam. Booker can finish at the rim with surprising power.
Towns a screen on Paul. Russell the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
There's the screen by Johnson. Booker with it. Towns covering. This one for 3. Rebound Minnesota. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter here. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Outside Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And Gobert with a block. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Towns on a screen. 4 seconds left. He shot that time, not on target.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Towns, and the ball out of play. The Suns will have it.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Outside for Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
3 points.
Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
And both free throws good for Russell.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Booker can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Gobert passes to Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Booker no good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Towns, and he makes it on the layup. And it's a 5-point Minnesota lead.
Well, the team leans into his ability to carry the offense, and right now, Karl Anthony Towns is a problem for the defense.
Booker against Edwards. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year, he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. From deep, Johnson. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Towns. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Booker, the pass to Johnson. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Towns. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Ball passes to Booker. Stolen by Russell. Towns down low. Johnson on him. And again, Karl Anthony Towns. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And that one good.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
Russell against Paul. Outside McDaniels. Now Towns. 18 points for him. Pass to Gobert. 3 on the clock. And Gobert with the stuff.
This guy doesn't need to get off his feet that much to get above the rim. Rudy Gobert making his presence felt.
Outside Booker. Lets it go from deep. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. It's Edwards on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
One of those nights where the wheels come off. Nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Reed. Now here's Anderson. And the shot goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defense.
Thanks very much, Allie. And
The Suns, 20.
just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Josh Okogie is out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Dario Saric. Then it's Torrey Craig. And it's Lee in at the small forward position. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, BA, certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Okogie blocked. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Craig. Pass to Prince. And that one is stuffed right through.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Torian Prince with an emphatic 2.
Here's Okogie. Back to Payne. Craig on the wing. And here's Payne.
Minnesota foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
here's Payne. Lets the three fly. And it's Noel with the rebound. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Reed, a screen on Craig. Pass to Reed. Shards brings the double team. Reed can't hit.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard. After just 1 year in college, Naz Reid declared for the 2019 NBA draft, where he was not selected, guys. What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Torrey Craig. That's his first foul, and the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Noel. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. McLaughlin's shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 11. And Doris, you got to give credit for how hard Reed worked.
Listen, the devastation of going undrafted can make some players hang it up or give up their NBA dreams and go overseas. What you love about Naz Reid is he got back in the lab, he went to work, and consider this, back-to-back seasons where he plays in 70 games and is a part-time starter. That, to me, is successful perseverance.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime-time stuff right there. Payne, the pass to Sharge. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, because of his size and length, Dario Saric so comfortable on the interior.
A minute 20 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin. Up and in on the layup. McLaughlin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now here's Russell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I'll tell you, proving how dangerous he can be inside. D'Angelo Russell forcing the defense to make a commitment.
And both free throws good for Russell. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter here. Booker for 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Edwards has got 12 points.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Here's Johnson. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Yep, that one goes. He has 6.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Towns passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Outside for Booker, stolen by Russell. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The T-Wolves on top, up by 6. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
And Ayton with the stuff.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. They get it back outside for Russell. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Second chance effort. Drives to the hoop. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one. Johnson a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. And no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. McDaniels with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Gobert inside. Is covered by Ayton. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Johnson a screen on Edwards. For 3, Booker. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Russell with the ball. Pass to Towns. And he drives in. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Booker. Now Paul. From the wing. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Stolen by Booker. From deep 3-point range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Russell to pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. The kick out to Edwards. 5 on the clock. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
To stop the drought. Paul. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Paul's got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, fantastic adjustment on the shot against tight defense.
Now Russell. 1:43 left in the 4th quarter. Inside. There's the 3. Fires the 3. He drops it from range.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Karl Anthony Towns.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Pass to Johnson. Over Gobert. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Booker. Back to Bridges. Outside for Booker. Let's go with a three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Boy, these two teams are on the rise, RJ. Some fantastic young talent on display on both sides.
Oh, the future is bright, and these guys are the future. But don't look over the present, because they are already so exciting to watch. It's going to be a lot of fun courtside.
Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Now Edwards, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Has to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Tries to keep it alive. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. Gobert the pass to Towns. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Edwards can't hit. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. The pass to Towns. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
And the second free throw, good.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now, here is Russell. Over to the left wing. Towns down low, guarded by Jackson. Just 3 to shoot from the arc, and Towns throws it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And it's Morant missing for Minnesota. They've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Now here's Edwards. Inside, it's stolen by Adams. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's 6 points for John Morant.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out on the break, though.
Lobbed up there for Edwards.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Bane sets the screen for Morant. And Morant throws it down.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Now here's Edwards, driving inside. And Edwards with the stuff. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Morant looking around. And finished off by Morant.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thank you, David. Out to Brooks. The 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon. Oh, there is nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Outside, Bane. Here's Adams. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Timberwolves. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Russell kicks to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Richard, last season, Spurs coach Greg Popovich moved into first all-time in career coaching wins. And you played for him. You know him well. Any memories or thoughts about playing for Popovich?
First, let me say congratulations to Greg Popovich, because he is the type of coach and person you want to be the face of this league. You want him to be the face of the coaching ranks, because he is so humble. He is so demanding, and you know what? He knows how to host a pretty good meal, too.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals. And look, we'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
Hot loose. Bane with it. Picked up by Edwards. Jackson against Russell. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Edwards against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Morant against Russell. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Outside for Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. Russell feeling it out a bit. It's stolen. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant with the ball.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Outside Russell. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Morant. Gobert with the block, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Shot clock at 3, and a wide open look for Bane. Then again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Russell. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Left side, Bane. 5 to shoot. Outside Jackson. They grab their own miss. Bane passes to Jackson. Back to Bane. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. No problems knocking that one down. Bane's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outside Russell. Lobbed up there for Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Morant outside. And finished up by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Bounce pass, Russell. Back to Edwards. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Morant with it. He's picked up by Russell. Morant against Edwards. And that one's good. Morant. And now an 11-point Grizzly lead.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Towns, a screen on Morant. Pass to McDaniels. That's a 2 from Towns. He can't get it to go.
I don't know if he got it.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Jones with it. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Left side, Anderson. It's Prince on the wing, guarded by Green. Prince kicks to Reed. 6 on the shot clock. And he's off on his first shot of the game. It's tipped. Prince with it. Jones covering. Prince misses. Grizzlies shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Passes it to Concha. And the 3 off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Prince, and the layup falls. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Outside, Jones. They kick it out to Green. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim. And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A 3-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
3-pointer. Conchar can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Prince. There's the drive.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Williams outside. Good D by Anderson. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Prince off with the layup. And it's Williams with the ball for Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. Conchar, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Pass to Noel. To the paint. Here's McLaughlin. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Conchar. Outside, Green. Outside, Jones. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the board.
Now Edwards. 12 points for him. The kick out to Towns. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Towns has got 5 points so far.
Possessing the touch from there. I like when Towns shows off that smooth mid-range game.
Morant against Edwards. And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Russell with the three. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by Morant.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man. Getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies lead. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Thank you, David.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
John Morant. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Outside, Bain. For the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Jackson. And he gets it back. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Bain against Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Up top, Morant. Edwards defending.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Lobbed up there for Edwards. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And they double up Morant.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis. Both free throws good from Morant. Timberwolves trail by 6. And here's Russell. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Morant with some nice D. And Morant throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Russell on the pass to Towns. Misses from short range. Memphis leading by 8. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Towns. On the wing, Jackson fires from deep. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
1:51 left to play in the final quarter. Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. To halt the run. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 6 here in this quarter.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Morant bats for 2, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Outside Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. To the inside. Towns at the elbow. And the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Morant outside. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
Gobert finds Towns. Off target with his 3. Now here's Brooks. And so the Grizzlies take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent.